drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Cuts it upfield. It's Bishop. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
Hunt is on its way. Pulls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Straight ahead, it's Frazier. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll give to Frazier. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Dogs have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Bowen. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Georgia going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, pressure's coming. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
It's a safe play call, and it's a good safe decision, right? You're just rolling him out. This is going to be in the end zone or out of bounds, trusting his quarterback to make the right decision. He does. Sets up 2nd.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Making the adjustment on the play. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hits inside, it's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to throw. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires immediately. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Bishop. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback will keep it. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick give. It's Bowens. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Now on 2nd down. The play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll send the back in motion. Off-play action. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They booted away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. There he goes. The 50. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
And there's not a defensive coordinator in America that on 3rd and 10 is not thinking about pass. You bring in your pass packages, rush the passer. How about this offense? Run the football right at you for the big gain. Pick up.
Snags it, and he's open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Volunteers look to keep this drive humming.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wide left, it's Staley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. There's a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They pushed it ahead to the floor. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll try the counter. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The fake wants to throw. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Man, great job by this defense, being dialed in, being alert. Everybody in the building thinks it's a run. From the 1-yard line, 3rd down, surely they're going to be physical and run the football. They stay disciplined, cover the guys, and now force a big 4th down.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to pound their way in. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. They're going to throw it again from their own end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep plays.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws quickly. And he's stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pick up a 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Play action on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. RPO complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's fourth down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. Deep in the end zone, it's Phillips. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and
a lot of space. Smashes through the tackle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dodson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers.
impressive but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second down to the air. Lets it fly. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown Vols!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to... going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Phillips. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Making the adjustment. Running inside. It's Phillips. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Dogs headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Give to the running back. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To the air, it's Stockton. Good timing on the quick out. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Humphries.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Straight ahead, it's Frazier. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
In the red area, it's Phillips. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he added the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Davis. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Vols want to move quickly.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part,
interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run inside, it's Phillips. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Using his legs, it's Bowen. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Bowens. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to pass on second down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Wants to throw one first. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On second and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On second and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Wants to throw again. Incomplete. And they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On a ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. At the 45, on his way. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Hits inside. It's Bishop. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to throw. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive down 2 possessions. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. They went for it all on 1st down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Second and long here. From the gun, it's Bishop. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Going to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Sells to fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. Here comes the 2-point try. Going to the run, it's Bishop. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails.
Number 97 set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Bowen. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. It's caught downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Moves the pocket. It's Stockton. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
I don't know how much longer they could have gone trying that field goal. 50-plus, that's tough. The kicker will take it. He gave it everything he could, knocked it off the crossbar, it went in. Nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Bishop. Nice move, creates some space. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. The sure hands, it's Davis. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Gonna look downfield again. Throwing right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They're all over it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.